Did you resign of your own accord, or did someone tell you it would be best that you did resign?
No, look, I've got a good relationship with the boss. We get on well, and I knew through some conversations with the boss, because we have our catch-ups, as all of us do, that he was wondering if I was the correct person to move forward past this year. So in the end, I just made a hard decision for him, very easy.
Brownie, there's been a lot come out in the past 24 hours since the decision, and the narrative we're beginning to hear is that, as you said, that you had began to sense that you'd lost the faith of the boss, Phil Gardner. But the story going around is that a manager who had a couple of players at your club had got in their ears and basically began a bit of a whispering campaign, and your recruitment manager, Troy Pezzett, was basically also picking up on this sort of talk, and it began to get around. Again, I think it was the snowball effect that one voice became two, became four, became eight, and on it went until eventually the club, unbeknown to you and most other people, and even people within the club, privately sought out Adam O'Brien at the Roosters and Jason Rolls at Melbourne. Do you argue with any of that?
Oh, look, Kenny, obviously, when these decisions happen between me and bosses, obviously all sorts of stories start, and I suppose people will dig and look. But for me personally, it doesn't bother me if it did or didn't happen. My relationship with Phil Gardner's good, and it's going to remain good. And I've had 4 head coaching jobs, and every time I've become a head coach at the club, I've replaced 4 other coaches that were sacked. And we were in a business of, if you lose enough games and you're not quite where people probably hope that you are or expect you to be, you go down, and that's just the nature of the business. So I'm quite comfortable with how everything's been handled. I don't have an issue with anyone. And I've left the Dragons, I've left St Helens, I've left Huddersfield with myself and my family, with our integrity in place, and our relationship's good with the people in the powerful places, and that's how I'm going to remain to leave at Newcastle.
You don't feel any anger?
Nah, I don't like that word anger. A lot of times coaches leave clubs and they leave in different circumstances, and they get very angry and have a lot of hatred towards people for different reasons. I more look that, I've had a good time at Newcastle. My family's had a great time. I've met some outstanding people. Had the pleasure of getting to coach a young Kalen Ponga, and Phil Gardner gave me these opportunities, and he's looked after my family really well. So I don't think I deserve to be angry. The club's in a good spot. It's life's not fair and unfair or wrong and right. It's just what it is, and this is coaching. And if I'm fortunate enough to get to coach again, the result is rarely, there's not many Craig Bellamy's, is there, or Wayne Bennett's. Most of us go through these things, and I just choose to accept that that's a part of the job, and we all move on, and away we go again.